Hi there, welcome to the Obachanchatter. And you probably see this ugly looking face because I got to get ready to recap for Real Housewives of Potomac reunion season. It's a season 8 reunion part 2. Um, I don't know. I can't wait till the season over. We got one more. Okay, let me start this thing off. We got Ink thinking that Jeremiah, his son, Um, and that makes Robin open her mouth, and I don't know why when she hear that. So anyway, Karen butts in with Andy and say, "Yo, leave that alone. We don't need to be talking about this little boy who his paternity is this and that. Kids is off limits. Let's stop." And Andy like, okay, but you can tell Andy still kind of want to fuck with that. So anyway, Karen and Mia go back and forth on who the hoe. And Karen said, no, Andy, you asked me a question last year about what the viewer said about her being a hoe. And she said, I ain't say she a hoe, but she a hoe. And then I said, I hope no hoe. So then Mia said, that mean you a hoe. But she said, no, I ain't a hoe. You the hoe. So Andy said, well, sometimes I could be a hoe, but I like my hoe flag. So anyway, I don't even know how we got there. So Mia asked when did she find out about then when did she know that ink was gonna be her last drop of the bucket, her last love. She said she thinks she always knew. So Andy said that Gordon had gave a wonderful speech about you, Mia. So Mia said, I know. She said, but I didn't do the same shit like Robin did. He was like, what you mean? She said, I told Robin we were sitting in that fucking salt cave or tent that I already saw me a lawyer. I'm trying to divorce Gordon, so I didn't go behind no peg wall, none of that shit. I was transparent the whole time. Robin ain't say shit. So Giselle asked a question to her, and she said, "Did you leave? Are you leaving Gordon because he broke?" And she was like, "No." And because ain't more stability. And she was like, no. So Mia says, I'm leaving Gordon because his ass broke and he angry. He wanna wake me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and have meetings about the business and shit, and we ain't even got no business no more. And then some days I might want to wake up and go to Target. And this motherfucker took all the money out the bank to make me try to stay with him. So I'm tired of his bullshit. So that's why I'm leaving this motherfucker. Ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got to do with I don't want to have 4 o'clock meetings, and I don't want this motherfucker howling at me all the time. I'm sick of that shit. So Giselle says, yes, me, make sure you always keep your separate account. Shut up, girl. So anyway, so we listened to Nia a lot because Andy asked her about this inheritance she got from these three grandparents that left her this money. Fortunately, she was able to get it some kind of way, but she had more money than her husband, than Gordon. So she said Gordon got champagne taste, but he was I don't know how you manage bankrupts, managing your money bankruptedly. I don't know what the fuck she said, but she was like he don't know how to spend his money. But I said he know how to spend his money, he know how to spend all of it, he just ain't make enough. And what happened was he was spending his money betting on that you'll fall in love with him because he know when he left that other wife to get with you, he was finessing you with the fucking wedding with the white rolling out carpets and red petals and all the shit you had with your elaborate wedding and living in your penthouse and all that type of shit. That motherfucker was living in bankruptcy then. He was just hoping you wouldn't catch it or he could catch it before you caught on, and that's not what happened. So anyway, Andy asked them again, said you had money problems, y'all gotta go to y'all being sued for back rent. And she said, yeah, when I moved out the apartment, he didn't want to move. Gordon didn't want to move. And I feel like I should have to pay his half of the fucking rent. I supposed to pay half, he supposed to pay half. So I was like, how the fuck is he paying half if you know that you give him money now to take care of himself? You know he don't have the money, girl. Sell out of court. So Mia said when she was going through her shit, everybody on the panel called her except Candy and Wendy. And I was like, really? Did you expect the bitches to call? And then they would have called. They should have called laughing at your ass. Cause I wouldn't have did that, but I felt some type of way. I wasn't gonna call you. I might feel a little sad, but I wasn't calling you. I wasn't calling you after you do a drink at me, hit me with a purse and shit. And you get on the side of these two bitches over here, green eyed bandits, whatever the fuck you call them. I wasn't calling you. I don't give a fuck if you got a divorce or not. Especially if you try to fuck with my marriage. So, I ain't even like you like that. Why would I call you? So she said, Mia called me. And me, much Mia says, much as me and Karen argue, Karen called me every week checking on me. So, Karen call your ass being nosy. She said, this is a sisterhood. And I just really, I know she said, they really don't like me. They can't be heartless. We're a sisterhood. You was not my, if I was Wendy or Candice, me, you would not be my fucking sister. No. So everybody, so I think Andy asked if they all met ink, and they said first time for FaceTime, first time. So Min says that they was supposed to meet him. He was supposed to pull up somewhere they was at, but he didn't come or some shit. But he loves all of them. His favorite is Wendy, and I was like, why? Because you could beat her up with your drink in your purse. So they was so anyway. She was Andy was asking where she lived now. I think she said she lives in. She got a 1,100 square foot apartment in Washington, and then Gordon live in Charlotte, but he gonna be moving across the street from her eventually. So then here go this bitch. Robin, why the fuck is you talking about what anybody husband say? She gonna say, Mia, can you explain it to me? You're living in Charlotte, and 1 minute you're over here, then you're in Potomac, and Gordon's in Atlanta, Virginia. I mean, what you guys doing? Bitch, we ain't doing, this what we doing. I'm in syndication, bitch. I'm about to go to Houston. And why you care? Why you asking me questions you don't even know what your own man doing? Don't ask shit about where me and my man live. When you live, your house, your man live in the house with you every day, and you don't know what the fuck he doing. Sit back, be quiet, watch the show. So anyway, I got right here. Damn, why is Robert asking any questions about where me and living? What the fuck? That's what I put. So anyway, as everybody got to pee, so everybody taking makeup breaks and shit. So we got Candice in her dressing room talking to her. What the fuck is that? I felt like something fell on me that wasn't supposed to fall. Maybe it was an ink pen. I think it was an ink pen. Sorry, something fell on me. Oh, I know what it was. It's the cord to my phone. Ooh, to my computer. That shit scared me. So they putting on makeup and shit, and Candace talking to Chris, and he was like, "Man, I don't feel like going out here, but I'm gonna go out here because I'm supposed to go out here. But I don't want to talk about this bullshit about this in the room with this green eye hoe and this and that, blah 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 blah." And he was like, "They don't understand what the fuck that word say. This shit been a year later." And I'm still dealing with it. And I just don't want to talk about it no more. I just wanted to go away. And Candace is like, yeah, me too, baby. I know what you're saying. These some hoes try to tear us down, but we just as strong without interracial marriage. So anyway, she didn't say that, but she should have said that. So anyway, I gotta say this. They come back out there, and I said Gizzle looked nice. Probably about the nicest I ever seen her look. So anyway, her and Jason. So anyway, Andy asked her about Gizelle's her section. Her and Jason, her and her fake ass Jason, and she said Jason can do what he want, and I do what I want, but she ain't doing nothing. But he doing whatever he want to do because he was taking a. I don't know why I say got it down here, but I put white girl. I don't know why that's in reference, but he was kissing another white girl on the Instagram or something, and she said she don't care. But I was like, I would care because this is 17 year. I'll fuck with somebody that was 10 years younger than me. And nigga, that shit mad. When I got to be up in the 50s, that really mattered to me. And now that I'm close to 60, it really, really mattered to me that this nigga liked me because he was 10 years. Because if I was 10 years his junior, I wouldn't been fucking with him. I wasn't 40 looking for somebody 50. I was 40 looking for somebody 30, 35. You feel me? So anyway, She was like, I don't care what he doing, ain't no big deal, but it seemed like it's a big deal. So anyway, Andy asked if she got a new man before she can answer. He go, man, yeah, she do, but Mia don't know shit. Mia just trying to make Giselle look good. So she said, yeah. So Andy says, he in New York? And she was like, yeah, he here. Wherever the fuck that was at, he there, because she supposed to see him after the show. Sure. So anyway, so they started in with that Robin saying that why Giselle was talking about her daughter, how Candy and Wendy was doing all that odd shit, and you know why Giselle was talking about Grace going to school and shit. And we all know that Candy and Wendy was doing that odd shit because that's the type of shit you do when bitches talk that you don't like. Cause I do it. When I'm watching TV and the bitch start talking about like when I'm watching a content creator and they do that shit and they let the people call in, I'd be glad not be able to do that and they let the people call in live, and the people call in right, and they just be like, and it'd be like one bitch that be on everybody's channel. She always in there. Every content creator I like, she like, but she always commentate, shut the fuck up. So when they get to her, I just like go fast, fast forward. So anyway, that's what you do. Bitch just starts up, I'll be like, she should go her shit. You just be making faces. So anyway, Karen was like, so somebody said something about Karen should have said something. Karen said, man, fuck them. These bitches is grown. They want to make faces, they make faces. And truth be told, we all make faces when some discord in the group. We ain't getting along with a motherfucker and they start talking, we start rolling our lips and our eyes. And then Giselle's like, don't do that, Karen. Don't do this. Don't do what? What the fuck? That's my kid. She said, man, she ain't saying nothing about your kid. That bitch just roll her eyes because you was talking. So anyway, they started asking Giselle about her father, and she said he died from brain cancer, and it was a hard time for her. And you see her trying to cite back tears. You can see she don't want to talk about it because she tries to get Robin to talk. You want to talk about it? She don't ever want to deal with her feelings. So she said her father was the one who encouraged her to do this show. And then you got Candice crying, and Andy said, Candice, why you crying? And this and Mia said she crying because when going to the left. And then Giselle said she cried when it ain't even about her. But I was like, yo, she crying because she feel that you lost your father, that she's showing that she got compassion for you. You know what I'm saying? But Giselle's just a mean ass bitch. So anyway, Candace said, I can't really say why I'm crying, but you know why it is. So anyway, it's some dumb shit. So Giselle said that it came to father, she had the best of the fathers. So Wendy said that when Grace was got accepted in school, she said she told Giselle congratulations and asked what she gonna pledge, and she was like, "That's a lie, Giselle. That's a lie. That's about play the tape." But of course, the production ain't had the tape. She said, "I did." I asked her, and Candy said she did. She said she was congratulated. I didn't hear that. If production ain't got it, then it didn't play. That ain't true. That's not true. It, she probably did say in production they can get it. Don't mean because production can't roll back that beautiful being footage. Don't mean that shit ain't happen. So I mean, I'm just saying. So anyway, we get on. I don't want to deal with this, but I guess we have to. I'm so sick of Robin. I'm so glad that Candice is leaving this goddamn show. I wouldn't give a fuck if Robin stayed, but I'm just glad. I'm so sick of Robin. Candice kissing Robin the ass to be her friend, to get back what they had, and how Robin just dead set on, I'm not gonna forget that. If she don't forget, how can I be her friend and she would believe that about me? I'm so glad that you was going to do your music and your acting, Candice, so you can stop kissing these bitches' ass because they do not want to be your friend. They do not like you. You's not going to win. So anyway, go on this colorism thing. We ain't colorist. We is colorism. I don't know. I'm like Wendy. You got to have a, a a big group of people. I think a bigger group of people to talk about it. And then if you ain't gonna talk about why you calling me a colorist, the reason why you say I am, ain't no sense of talking about it. Cause I feel like you're a colorist because of you said this. You go, because you do this. And then when I do it, it's this. So if you ain't gonna really talk about it, stop talking about it. Don't be friends. Robin, get the fuck off the show. Stop pretending about, oh, when you talked about that, it really just, I didn't know. It was just too overwhelming. Bitch, you had heard people talk. Y'all did the same shit to Katie. The first couple seasons? Is you white? Is you too black? Do you white? You know what's up. So I ain't want to hear this bullshit, so I ain't listen to it. So anyway, the men come out and you got everybody behind everybody. Let me see where I'm at, cause I ain't really give a fuck about this. I ain't really give a fuck about it. You can tell when I care about a recap, or if I think it's something good or meaty. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of Candice kissing this ass. I'm tired of Giselle being so stoic that she just cold, laughing all tyrannical and shit. She only cry when okay, bitch. I was like, you know what? If it was your father dead, the fucker's dead. He dead. Your fucking mine dead. So yours dead. I'd be like, okay, so fuck your father being dead. Mine dead. That's what I would be. You said we didn't did that shit. Jesus, well, maybe like fuck your dead ass daddy then. That's what I would have said. And then I just would have dealt with the comments. Yeah, I would have forgot that shit. Yep. I'm just sorry for real with that. And now you crying at man, you just doing too fucking much. So anyway, I just sick of her. So anyway, the husbands come out. Of course, Andy start asking him about this shit. And you can tell Chris don't want to talk about it. He was like, I'm sick of Giselle. He's like, I thought you and Giselle was in a good place. He said, man, I ain't said nothing to this bitch since the last time I talked to this bitch. So we good. So anyway, he wanted to move on. So they come out with this lady who came out who said she was having a baby by Chris. And she got pregnant by him. Then she got rid of the baby. Then she came out 2 weeks later and said she ain't do it. And they asked Candice if she paid him, and Candice said, I ain't had no money to pay this bitch. I had to pay for my tour. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know the woman. And then here goes Robin again. Really, Chris? So there wasn't pictures of your limp dick? I'd be like, bitch, are you talking to me? Where the fuck is your husband? Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me till I see Juan. That's been the end of that. So, we already did that. Mia asked, answer for Giselle if she dating. I think Neka asked and Nia said yeah, and Mia said yeah for Giselle, and they lie. I don't think she dating nobody. Sidebar two. Let's get back to Giselle. I told you if I hear sidebar shit, I tell y'all. They were talking about this. Giselle was married to her pastor husband, how she was a bitch in the church. All she did was take up the money to buy shoes and purses. She had shoes and purse every Sunday. She ain't talk to nobody. She ain't want to help nobody with no issues. She was, don't talk to me. You got to come through other people. And they said she got her husband through sex because apparently that's his, everybody got a weakness. Mine is whatever it is. It's different times. When I was 267, 70 pounds, it was food. When when I wasn't, it was food. You just go through. When it wasn't that, it was a man. Then when it wasn't that, it was you just go through different shit. So her husband sticking his thorn in his side is pussy. I mean sex. So that's what she used to work on this motherfucker to get him. And nobody in the congregation wanted her to marry him. Wanted him to marry her. Nobody. So anyway, they fought against it, but I don't know what made him marry her. He just had to settle down because he was a whore. So anyway, I think Giselle's still being mean to Chris. She doing that word shit. I didn't say he made me, and of course they played back the tape, and she said he made her, and he said, well, I feel like this. If y'all try to make my wife be accountable for the words that she say, with the responsibility of that hoe, I think y'all should hold this bitch to the same shit. Capiche? So so they started talking to Ashley. And Ashley just kept interjecting. She had no part on the show. They need to get rid of her. Her and that man, she rubbing this nigga nasty ass cheese feet every night. They ain't getting no divorce because you stop rubbing feet when you talking about divorce a long time ago. Even when the motherfuckers wasn't hurting. You stopped or was long time ago. So her storyline was some fake ass shit. And then I think she knew something about the lawsuit. It's your fucking husband. How wouldn't he not tell you? Y'all living in the same house and you rubbing his feet every night. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Because I sure, and she knows this, the motherfucker, so you know she was asking questions about the lawsuit. Mike was just like, bitch, if you tell him I'm not gonna make, if you tell her anything I'm telling you, I'm not gonna make this house know. And they keep saying that it was dropped, but I heard it was dismissed, that the judge just threw this shit out of court. So anyway, why is Robin asking any questions? Shut the fuck up, Robin. No, not Rob. So anyway, Ashley said, me and Candice wasn't not friends because of Michael. We got our ebbs and flows of our relationship. And you're a bitch, you're a friend of me. So just let it be that. And then Andy said, yeah, by the end of the night, y'all probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all probably calling each other all kinds of saying kind of fucked up shit about each other on Instagram, and everybody agreed. So, you hear Ashley saying something fucked up about look at Candice over there. Look at Candice. She said something about Ashley always having that handy triangle napkin for her eyes. So anyway, what else do I have? Anyway, Candice had a breast check. Y'all know she had biopsies, but they shrunk so bad that she didn't have to have a biopsy. She had them look. She had some shit looked at, and they shrunk. She don't have no more. So the largest room that she sold out during her concerts is $1,200 in the Fillmore in Silver Springs, Maryland. So he asked her about why she didn't want to work with Drew from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she said because Drew don't do business like she do business. She said that apparently it was somebody that Candice knew, and Drew went behind Candice's back to poach the other person or get her to work for her without going through Candice to ask her. I don't know, maybe the girl worked from Candice. Apparently, from what Sidebar Andy says, it was something with a dancer, and that's where the song comes from with Katy Perry. What's it called? Bad Blood. Bad Blood between. That's why we got Bad Blood. Katy and what's her name? The other girl, Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift stole one of Katy Perry backup dancers. That's why I had Bad Blood. So anyway, that should be cool now. So Ashley said the flood, the court shit don't have nothing to do with her and Candice's relationship, but I don't believe that they'll see where their relationship go. Where apparently it's not going nowhere because Candice leaving the show. I'm happy she's leaving. So anyway, they start talking about season 5 when Monique beat up Candice, and Gizzle said nobody had your support more than me during that time. Andy said, yeah, that's true. And Candice said, no, not really. I really had more support from Robin. And then kind of my support from Gizzle was default because she hated Monique more than she hated me, so that's why she was on my side. So Andy asked Robin how did she feel about Candice going in on her on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. And Robin said, I felt fucked up with it because she was criticizing my job. But she should have been because you wasn't doing your job. You hid your story, then took your story and charged people money to hear about it when you was already getting paid for it on Real Housewives of Potomac. So Robin says that Candice does passive aggressive. And there was something about her hairstyle looking like a white woman adjacent. Some bullshit that I don't want to go with y'all because y'all don't really. Because if y'all follow me, y'all don't really give a fuck about this shit neither. So anyway, Robin stand there. I didn't know how to deal with all of this racism and colorism. I can see her crying not one fucking tear. Trying to say that it really hurt her and shit. So anyway, We said we had the men come out, and Andy asked the gentleman, asked them, "How do y'all feel about Warren being he not being here?" Them motherfuckers don't care. Y'all know how men are, and them men don't give a fuck. So anyway, Gordon though he got to get on me a good side. Well, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus, but I'm here to support my wife. You ain't gotta throw him under the bus. He did that shit for himself. So anyway, we end this with Gordon having this big ass announcement that he know the fans want to know, that he know his cast members and friends want to know, that he know Andy want to know, and he's excited about saying it. I don't know if it is. I don't think that he could say that could turn this shit around is that he just won the Powerball. So anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me for 25 minutes and 37 seconds, and I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Bye.